Hello Pisces, hope you're all well. I just wanted to do a little bit of an oracle update for everybody over the next sort of week or so from today, which is the 20th, until about the 31st. I know a lot of people are struggling and it's been a bit naff out there, hasn't it? I think pretty much no matter what country you're in, it's not been so great. But anyway, we'll get through it. It's all good. So yeah, I just, like I said, just drawn a couple of cards just to give you a bit of an idea of where we are and a bit of where we are going forward. All right, and I hope sincerely this helps you a little bit. Okay, thank you so much. First card you've got, Pisces, is ceremony. And this talks a little bit about sort of drifting a little bit from spirit. And I guess we can all get to this place where we just don't feel that we feel we're spirit guides. We perhaps don't feel that we've got any guidance anymore, or we just get ourselves in a bit of a muddle that we just don't know which way's up sometimes. And it talks very much about coming back to know that you have spirit guides around you all the time. You also have angels. You also have a lot of helpers who will you on, really, who want you to get in a good place. And this talks about whether you need to clear a little bit the space to sort of get back to a bit of meditation and get back in touch with spirit. This can also be about sometimes the intention of meditating. I mean, I myself sit down sometimes in a chair and I think, yeah, I only do a few minutes and then I just think it's not working. And I think sometimes we do need to have this space for it. We do maybe need to create some sort of a space where we've got candles, where we've got a nice cushion to sit back on, where we feel like rested before we start and where it's not tangled up with all sorts of nonsense. And I think this is very much like your spirit guides want to speak to you. They maybe have got things to tell you. And yeah, try and clear this space, clear your head, whatever this takes to do this ceremony, whether you need to have a bath beforehand and just sort of clear your energies, or to open the windows, or whatever it is, just to give yourself this ceremony or this intention, if you will, to sort of get back in touch with your spirit. That's what I want to say to you. All right. The next card you've got, this is from the Energy Oracle card, and this is Storm Warning. Now, a lot of the time in this day and age, we know when a storm's coming. It's usually all over the news. It's usually plastered everywhere. This storm's coming now. Please be aware. And everybody is pretty much aware. And whether they're literal storms, I guess it doesn't really matter, or whether they're just storms going on in your own life, they don't necessarily always come out of the blue. They come in that we are well aware of this way before time. So let's say, for example, you work at some company and the company's saying, well, it's not looking very good, you might have to shut, or might have to put people on short time. Then I would say you are very much aware of this. And again, going back to your spirit guides and then wanting to contact you or messages to try and help you forward a little bit, I would say sort of take notice of this. You know, if companies aren't doing so great, then maybe put feelers out for another job, or maybe start thinking of starting your own business or doing something as a bit of a sideline. Again, these warnings are there to sort of help you a little bit, because you can sort of navigate around them. And so yeah, and also with relationships, you know when you're arguing, you know when your family's arguing, you know you are aware of all this. And again, you can navigate around that. You can soothe things over a little bit. Maybe you just need to batten down the hatches and ignore people for a little while and let them cool down, or whatever that is. But again, you are aware of this, I would have thought. So again, you deal with this as best way you can, whichever way is going to help you. You know, there is always ways around it. And even if, like I say, it is a case of just battening down the hatches and letting these things sort of play out, then yeah, I think you're well aware of this. The last card you've got is the Wizard of Awareness, which again is very much the same thing. It is this is from the Enchanted Map, and this is to be aware of everything that's going on around us. You know, some things, how can I put it, they're not always meant to last anyway, you know that. You know, sometimes you've got to look at the bigger picture of your life anyway. And even if the storm warnings came that that job was going, or that relationship was falling apart, or whatever that was, in all cases, sometimes these things are meant to go because they're just not that great. And we do need to find better and move on and find more happiness within our lives and more comfort and things that are better suited for us. So the Wizard of Awareness is, again, very much being aware of where you are, what's going on around you, maybe what things need to die or need altering or shifting. And it also means for to very much see it as like the bigger picture of life. Not always necessarily meant to stay with that one person forever, or necessarily stay in that one job. Try and see the bigger picture, that some things go, some things stay, and it's all life really to some extent. We always on a journey, and we just sort of keep moving and sort of go with the flow and navigate round as much as we possibly can. Okay, so that's what I want to say for you this sort of week or so, Pisces. Wishing you all the very, very best. Please meditate, take some time out to do that. Okay, I think that would be a massive help for you. And I wish you all the very, very best. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.